All right, welcome back to Weekend Smile. This morning, we're talking self-care, and that includes your smile. We're focusing on halitosis. And like you are the first time I hear with them, so right? What causes halitosis and how can we fix it? Joining us this morning, Dr. Beth Russell, dentist and owner of the Smile Spa. She's here to share some tips for healthier, fresher breath and smiles. Good morning.
Good morning, Debbie.
Halitosis sound like gas, dog. like I'm going to walk up on her and say, I have halitosis right here. So.
Well, it wouldn't be here. It would be here. Halitosis really is just a fancy way that dentists term bad breath.
Oh, wow.
Persistent bad breath.
So if I come to you as my friend and say, you know, say you have halitosis, it's me telling you that your breath is not so nice.
Not that they have a tummy ache.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So halitosis is one of those things that can be a really sensitive topic.
Right.
And sometimes we think that people who are not brushing their teeth well enough, them don't take care of themselves. That's why they have the bad breath.
Okay.
But there are several things that can contribute to halitosis.
Well, let's get into it, my darling. What can cause halitosis?
So there's several factors. They could be medical, dental, or even in our habits and lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Medical things like what kind of medications you're taking, or if you have chronic sinusitis, you're prone to tonsil stones, or you have like acid reflux, persistent acid reflux. If it's dental, you know the things like I have a cavity or these wisdom teeth that catch food in the back, or gum disease. Actually, with gum disease, there's a particular smell that dentists can pick up almost anywhere.
Really?
Yes.
So it's not because you've had a large piece of garlic?
No.
Okay.
And we can tell that that is what you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. For your lifestyle, if you're a habitual coffee drinker, mm-hmm. you're someone who consumes a lot of alcohol, or you're smoking, you're also prone to halitosis.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So with that fresh awareness, right, I have to ask about how common it is, because some people may be thinking, oh, you didn't brush long enough. You didn't use the right toothpaste. You didn't use Listerine. You didn't use, hydrogen peroxide, all these things. So tell me though, I mean, how common really is it?
It is pretty common. Mm-hmm. And actually from a dental perspective, the thing that can cause halitosis dentally, like gum disease, periodontal disease, or gingivitis, those are more common than people realize. Mm-hmm. And actually, I'm glad that you brought up using Listerine and those products. Mm-hmm. There are some things that we actually would not advise you to use. High alcohol concentration mouthwashes like Listerine.
Girl, you better stop. Okay, all right.
I mean, the burn is like for our brain.
Moving on, right? But okay, so the things that you recommend though.
Yes. We like things like adding to the routine, tongue scraping, using a tongue scraper. I have one here. Or adding a water flosser to your routine. Ensuring that you're flossing daily.
Okay.
That is very important to get food out of the spaces that your toothbrush won't reach. Mm-hmm. That is how we're going to get rid of the food that's caught. But what's really important is for you to see your dentist if you're having a persistent issue and you know that you're keeping up with your hygiene routine.
Right, so you're brushing every day, you're flossing, you're using a tongue scraper, and yet still it's not leaving you.
Right.
The halitosis is just present.
The halitosis is present. That is when you talk to a professional, right? So that we can assess what it is. If we need to work with your primary care physician, or if it is that we need to address a dental specific issue.
Yeah. Doc, let me ask you about this part though. There are several theories concerning this part, about how often you should brush per day.
Yes.
How often?
At minimum 2 times per day.
At minimum.
At
so the top of the day and before you go to sleep
Absolutely.
at night time. Okay.
Those are essential.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
no compromise.
How long do we brush for?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So you can split the mouth up into 4. 30 seconds in each section. And if you have an electric toothbrush, many times it will have like a timer.
Yeah.
And it buzz.
Oh, when it's supposed to stop.
Move around.
They're trying to say that whole heap of time. Like, you know that for 2 minutes, in TV land, that's 4 ads. That's a long little while, really.
If it is that you're able to spend 5 minutes doing something, you can do your whole oral care routine, floss, brush, mouth rinse, everything.
Yeah.
It's just 5 minutes, morning and night.
Okay, all right. So my producer have this one, and I don't know if he wants to say something to me that I have halitosis, Daniel. You're asking about people who wear braces. If it affects us, okay? Yes, it does, right?
Absolutely.
It can,
sure. You're at greater risk because food is going to get trapped around your plants.
Right, true.
I mean, I had someone recently talk to me about their braces breath, and we do have to pay extra close attention when you have appliances in the mouth.
Yeah.
Braces, dentures, if you've replaced teeth that catch food in some kind of tight spots, absolutely need to spend more time.
Yeah, which is the reason why hydrogen peroxide is always very good, right?
I would love if you're using it, you consult your dentist.
Got it.
Dilute absolutely dilute it.
For sure.
And use it occasionally.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Okay, all right. So things like, let's say, baking soda, you know, us Jamaicans, you use a little baking soda. Is that recommended?
I would say if you're going to use it, we also do it like the peroxide.
Okay.
Once in a while, it can be abrasive on the teeth, and it's not necessarily going to cure the halitosis.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, let's talk about the other things that you brought here. So you mentioned the scraper. What is this one?
This is
a
water
on the shelf
flosser. Okay. Right. We may not see it on the shelves. Some dental offices may have them available, or you can find them on Amazon. You know, it's good to add for you wearing braces or someone who has had implants, bridges. I have this one because I also wore braces.
Okay.
And it made a difference with my cleaning.
Got it. All right. So show me now quickly as we wrap up, what's the best way to, you know, in between the teeth and all of that kind of stuff?
So in between the teeth, my favorite thing to use is string floss.
Okay.
I know everyone thinks that it's a little cumbersome, but the string is best. You can maneuver around all these little back areas, get in between. You can bend and twist. When you use a little floss picks, some floss is better than no floss, but it's easier for me to get everywhere with our string.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let me also ask you this. Landia asked me to ask you a question, but I want to ask you about the soft approaches. You know, like you can tell somebody, say, hey, you know, so you probably should get that checked out. The halitosis is halitosising.
I'm going to say we probably shouldn't do it that way.
Right.
It's a very sensitive topic, and people feel really self-conscious, especially about breath. Sometimes you may not know, and those people who do know, you may notice that they step back.
So do you suggest that in terms of personal checks, we're supposed to...
You can do that. You can do a lick test on the back of your hand.
A lick test?
A lick
what you mean,
test.
Doc?
Do the lick and smell. It sounds a little
Bro,
odd.
why you come on here?
Yeah. What if it is that
so you should lick your hand and...
You want to test it on
Oh,
screen?
it smells like chai. I just had some chai.
Oh, well, that's good. I like chai. But if you do know somebody who's struggling, be gentle, compassionate.
Yes.
Tell them that, you know, you're here to support them. You recognize that there may be an issue, and it could be something that's additionally happening.
That does sound like, you know, yeah, butter me up for a heavy landing, seriously. Where can people find you?
So I do own a practice on Holborn Road called the Smile Spa. And you can find me there, 5 Holborn Road, Unit 10.
Okay, all right. I wish I had more time to talk to you because I really want to ask about the whitening part. You know, everybody want to white
teeth. Confident smile for the new year.
Right, but doesn't it chip away some of the things, chip away at your calcium levels and such?
If it is that you're using approved products and you're being guided by your dentist, whitening is totally safe.
Okay, got it. All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Beth Russell. We've learned a lot. Halitosis is a new word, guys. She's the owner of the Smile Spa. You're watching Weekend Smile. We'll be right back after the break.
So